Hey there, I'm Goldfire, and you know what time it is. I'm not going to waste your time with some convoluted setup. No, this will be a nice, quick 5-minute video. In and out, bottom to top. So, without further ado, let's just get to it. Why are you still holding on me? Cut to...
I'll spare you the entire history and backstory of my gaming career. That can be a tale for another day. What I will say is that the very first game console I ever owned was the original Game Boy. And the very first game I owned was Pokemon Yellow. Ha! Look at you, thinking it was going to be the one the video is named after. Dummy. Anyway, I had played a lot of Pokemon Yellow, but at some point my father thought, hey, maybe the boy could use a second game. And so with his moderate knowledge of video games, he picked up something he recognized. And that's how I got my second game, Dragon's Lair.
Now, when you think of Dragon's Lair, you think of...
Dragon's Lair, a fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight on a quest to rescue the fair princess from the clutches of an evil dragon. You control the actions of a daring adventurer finding his way through the castle of a dark wizard who has enchanted it with treacherous monsters and obstacles.
Which, you know, that's what my father would have thought of as well. I don't know if he ever considered how it would translate to the Game Boy, but I don't think he expected this. There you go. Here we are, the very first screen in the game. Now, I don't know what you were expecting, but I figured you weren't even thinking of this. Yep, this game is a side-scrolling platformer. Now, right off before even moving, you should notice one immediate issue.
Where the hell do I go?
It looks like I'm supposed to go left, but gamer instinct tells you you go right across screens. Not to mention the glaring obstacle here is off-putting. To your right is edge of the screen, so it seems like that's a dead end. Above is, well, a pig. Well, here's the fun thing. Yes, you're supposed to go left, but you can actually also go right. Yeah, this game has two full different directions you can go, and honestly, to this day, I have no idea which one is correct. I have never made it far enough because this game's hard. We're going to touch on why, but I'm sure by now you've noticed one of them. That's the jumping. The jumping control in this game is this horrible arc that leaps in front of you. There's either straight up or this arc with no real in between. No wiggling and precision in the air, just... That means you have to learn this awkward jump if you want to make any progress with platforming. To top it off, you have to worry about colliding into things above you. Hit the ceiling while jumping and it'll spike you directly down. This will have you constantly worrying about the layout of the screen, which you will already be doing thanks to bad conveyance. Sometimes having such confusing designs that'll make you enter every screen saying,
ugh, what can I stand on?
Like, look at this. Did you think you could stand here? You thought it was the background, but no, it's a platform. What about this? Safe? No, you're dead. And maybe this was just me as a kid, but my natural reaction to this one is, that's a giant spike I need to avoid, not a platform. In fact, I know it's a Game Boy game and everything, but what the hell are some of these? What the hell is this that just killed me? Get ready to get intimately familiar with this screen, as you're going to be dying a lot. There are so many obstacles that will just kill you because you better believe you're going to fuck up the jumps. How couldn't you when the platforms are moving and your momentum seems completely independent of them? For example, I learned the hard way to never jump for any of these life stones while on this cart because that is certain death. Also, while I'm here, can we talk about the color palette? Now, I know this isn't the original Game Boy's fault because I don't remember it ever looking like this, but playing this on any system that puts color on the original carts, well, look at this. Like, oh god, this is gross. This is horrible to look at. Hang on, I'm gonna replace this with something way easier on the eyes. Oh yeah, there we go. That's much better.
You know though, I will give this game some praise.
For one, I really do like the music in this game. There are only 3 tracks, but they're pretty catchy. For 2, I think the sprite art in this game is pretty good. For the environments anyway. Someone went out of their way to make stuff that looks very detailed. It's unfortunate that it leads to some unclear platforming, but it looks nice. It's just a shame that most of it'll never get seen because, as I said before, this game's brutally hard. In fact, I've never seen the end of this game. I had to look it up, and that's when I discovered that to beat the game, you have to collect all 194 lifestone fragments. Not most, not some, all.
Yeah, I'll never accomplish that, so I'm just gonna look it up online. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you.
So, what happened? How did someone look at this and end up with this? Well, it looks like this game was originally a ZX Spectrum game called Roller Coaster that British developer Elite Systems made, and for some reason they decided to reskin the entire game when they ported it to the Game Boy. Also, it turns out that for some reason the North American versions and the European versions are different. For one, the European version doesn't kill you with fall damage. Not to mention, many of the jumps are spaced differently so they don't kill you. It's a weird decision, but then again, so much of this game was a weird decision. And honestly, the weirdest decision after this is why young me decided to keep playing video games instead of swearing off them forever.
So that was this game, or rather how much I'm willing to put up with it. If I had to rate it though... Haha, you thought I was gonna fail, right? Well,